All right, and we're back. I feel like it's been so long since I've been live streaming. What did I do this weekend? I guess I was streaming on Friday, but what did I do this weekend? I had a weightlifting meet all weekend long, and so I was coaching. Um, so normally I'll stream on Sundays, except this weekend, um, I was at the gym from from 11 a.m. So I work on Saturday mornings, and then I worked and straight from real quick, like an hour or two, and then I went straight from here working, and then I went to the gym and I got there at what time? Like 11, 10:45. Oh no, I got there 11. I was there until 6. But the whole time just talking to people and running athletes and dealing with nervous athletes is so draining. But not just nervous athletes. It's not just nervous athletes. It's nervous coaches. And coaches are worried about fucking up their athletes' lifts because it's kind of complicated if you don't know. But for weightlifting meets, you have to declare a certain number and you have management of like what you're going to hit because the bar only ever goes up. So, for example, if I need to hit, let's say 100 kilos, and then the other guy needs to hit 120 kilos, well, I need to warm up accordingly, so that way I can go hit my 100 kilos when the bar's at 100, and then this guy can go hit his 120 when the bar's at 120. So anyway, so dealing with nervous athletes, first timers, and then also nervous coaches who are like frantic as hell, running around. They're so worried about this, that, and the other thing, all the shit that they can't control. They're like, so, anyways, it was a long ass day. So it's like a half hour away. I sat in my car. I drove home in silence. Like didn't have the music going. Didn't have had the windows up. Just driving. And then I got home. I showered, and then I sat on the couch and stared at a blank television screen for 20 minutes. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, smoked some weed and hung out until like 9 o'clock, 9:30. But then yesterday, I did it again. I was there at 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, at 8:30 for my athlete. She lifted at 9, and then I had 2 hours off, and then I had to get back on to 9 to 11. Then at 1 o'clock, I was on again for another one of athletes and another athlete from until 6. And then finally I got home, hurried up, and did everything. So it's like, you didn't even have a weekend. So I guess that's why it feels like I haven't streamed in a while, because it's using a whole another skill set, even though it's similar. It's like still talking and shit, but it was a long weekend for sure. But I'm glad to be back. I am going to be working on my book, getting back into the swing of things. I have some things I want to do today about the specific protagonist, and see if I can answer some questions that will help illuminate a little bit about him. His name's Gonzalo Pizarro. He was a very real person in history who was, along with his more popular brother Francisco Pizarro, took over the Incan Empire. And so they took the Incan emperor captive. They held him for ransom, made him fill up a room full of gold, killed him anyways, and then a puppet emperor installed. So this one dude, Gonzalo, he was there through the whole thing, and he has a lot of interesting parts within the siege and within the taking over of the Incan Empire. So let's go ahead. And then today, a little bit of an announcement / update, where the audio book for Where They Burn Books, They Also Burn People. I listened to chapters 26, 27, 28, and 29 today. So it's funny because they're only like 15 or 20-minute chapters each one, but listening to all 4 of those took like an hour. No, it took 2 hours, because I have to take notes about what he mispronounces and what he says wrong, or if he says things too fast or whatever. So your whole time you're just taking notes. So yeah, let's get set up here. timeline. We're good on the timeline. What do I want to do? Oh yeah. Pro tag questions. So these questions are coming from what's called, I'll write it here. The Science of Storytelling by Will Storr, I believe. Yeah. And so this book, I mean, I take the jackets off. So here, hold on. Book jacket looks like this. So this book is it's actually really interesting because the basis for his like preferred outlining slash character development slash story development, the basis for that technique is just the appendix. And so it's like a, I don't know, maybe a 20-page appendix, and that's like where he really gets into like how to create the character, how to create the scene, the story events, whatever. And then the entire beginning is like a lesson in like why story matters in the first place. Keith, where are you going? She's not as sick anymore. I don't know if you guys have been here, but she was sick as a dog for a bit there, and we didn't feed her for 36 hours. And that helped a lot. That did help a lot. So hopefully she's back. Nothing but solid poops with any luck. All right. So this is, I'm going to be working from the appendix. It's like literally, hold on, let me see if I can find where it starts. The appendix is on page 215. And so, like, you have to read, like, you don't have to, all right? It's like, if you just want to get to what to do, you just go straight to page 215. But if not, you know, you want the science of storytelling. So I guess the book is called The Science of Storytelling. But yeah, it says why humans are addicted to story, why we like story, things like that. So let's see here. How has their flaw? All right, so creating characteristic world, is that part of it? I think that's what it was. Oh yeah, this character's broken theory of control. What was it? There was it's a broken theory of control. What's the flawed belief they have about themselves in the human world that they cling on to and that has come to largely define them? Law, sacred law. Gonzalo believes that he's a great man born in the wrong social class. How do they get a okay, and then how has their flaw led to material or career gains? Okay, so Gonzalo takes the risks, follows in his brother's footsteps, and risks everything on a trip to the new world. Material or career gains with great the rewards are equal to the risk, but I don't know if I need to necessarily say that. Uh, Gonzalo follows in his footsteps and risks everything on a trip to the new world. Because he believes how do they get an internal sense of heightened status from this flaw? How does it make them feel superior? Whoops. Gonzalo believes that the blood of a nobleman this belief is reinforced by the continued recollection of his brother's exploits in the new world. His brother and his father So I saw a good definition. This book actually, it was really good because it gave me like a good definition of humiliation. So humiliation is a person's inability to claim status. So I was like, that's actually it. Like, it's really worthwhile because, like, let's say if okay, for example, Gonzalo, like in his past, I want to say that there's something like he, what was it? fell in love with a noble girl and she rejected him, right? Well, it's one thing. He's like embarrassed for himself if it's just like alone, like if no one finds out and there's a secret thing. But if everyone finds out that he reached for this status and this status was denied him, then he becomes humiliated because he no longer can claim any status, or his ability to claim status has been like negated or over, like kind of overrun, and so that's humiliation. Though I was like, that's actually a really good way to think about it. All right. And then how do I get what small moments of joy does it bring them? What small moments of joy? So, what small moments of joy could a great man born in the wrong social class experience? Well, Gonzalo takes great pleasure in seeing the, let's say, the trappings trappings of wealth, maybe. Technology slash horses slash clothes, as well as hearing about accounts of the opulent balls. Once he crosses the ocean, um, great man born in the wrong social class. What moments of joy does it bring? I mean, he feels delighted in being able to inform the natives that they are beneath in the pecking order. Um, Deemed so by a man of the church. Something like that. So Gonzalo believes that he's a great man born in the wrong social class, evidenced by his father being a noble and his brother Francisco Pizarro being all about being a mayor in Panama City. What else? What would he take pleasure in? I mean, additionally, he has his pick. Have you heard about Kamazat's the Mayan Batman? No, I haven't. Let me look this up. Bat spirit at the service of the lords of the underworld. Dude, that's dope. That's cool as shit. I kind of want to get this as a tattoo now. Kamazots is a name of the planet consumed by darkness and a wrinkle of time. A wrinkle in time. Rick Riordan? Huh. Nick Nictemini is a huh. It is cool as shit though. Like there's like a good sculpture of it. Kamazots. Dude, if I had a dog, I would name it Kamazots. He's the first Batman. Check out his armor. Dude, it looks cool as shit. That's a good dog name, you know? Like Kamazots, or just call him Kama for short. Everyone thinks you're saying bed. Yeah, dude, the Kamazot's armor, Kamazot's Mayan god, that's cool as fuck. Dude, there's a Kamazot's tattoo. What? What? Right? Like almost like saying Bloody Mary in the mirror 3 times or something. Dude, that's cool as shit. I kind of want that as a tattoo. The Mayan looking Kamazots. Yeah. I'm trying to come up with what I want on my neck, but I haven't this it's not going to be this. I'll tell you that. This is a little bit too much for a neck tattoo, but I want something on the side here. All right. Additionally, has his pick of the women in the area immediately around. Obtain when he wants because of the social hierarchy. All right, and then how has their sacred flaw brought them closeness with friends, colleagues, or lovers? Has their sacred flaw brought So this one's pretty straightforward because so his sacred flaw believes that he's a great man born in the wrong social class, but and so in which case he's willing to risk it all to go to the new world, and so that brings him closer. How do I want to write this? Gonzalo's sacred flaw has allowed him to take great risks because he feels that is the only way the world will recognize his true nature. Because of this, he accompanies his brother overseas. It's not even brother, it's brothers. Brother overseas. He accompanies his brother overseas along with 3 more. There's like 5 Pizarros total that came to Peru. 3 more Pizarros. He accompanies brothers overseas along with 3 more Pizarros. And they became inseparable. There, they became trusted allies, able to separate, stay loyal because of their shared blood. Lovers. What life goals has it generated? What achievement in the external world do they believe will make them happy and complete? Gonzalo believes he has to acquire wealth in order to infiltrate the social class he believes he's supposed to be in. This it's taking advantage situation in the Incan wants riches are acquired, however, Gonzalo doesn't go back to Spain. In the Americas, he still has countless natives below social hierarchy, a situation he doesn't want to leave behind. This becomes evident when the is it a viceroy? VIC, yeah. Viceroy from Spain tries taking control of Peru on behalf of the crown. And Gonzalo retaliates. What do in the external world? Wealth generation and accumulation are the tickets to his being happy and complete. Ruling alongside his brothers, ruling the natives of Peru alongside his brothers. All right, and then let's see. What if only in their minds will they risk losing materially, socially, or otherwise they act against their flaw? So remember, their flaw is that he believes he's a great man born in the wrong social class. Seems very low. This guy, the hero. I mean, hero in so much that he's the main character. He does a lot of very unhero-like things, but that's why I do this stuff, so that way I can understand why he does it. Like no one, no one sets out to be a villain, right? So it's like even the Nazis thought they were doing the right thing, as misguided as it was. So it's just like, what is the series of events that led to these terrible, terrible mindsets? But again, he is the hero just because he's the main character. But really, he's a villain. A fucking men. A fucking men. Don't we all? What will they risk losing materially? In short, the community will all know that Gonzalo is a average man. Nothing special about him. materially, socially, or otherwise. Act against their flaw. Also, if he doesn't believe he's a great man, he doesn't take lofty risks, and loses out on the financial gain. Parappa, how's Dusty doing? So Kita was still okay. Listen to this shit. So Kita, Melissa, I was coaching a weightlifting meet all weekend. All right, so it was like I was there from 11 to 6 on Saturday and 9 to 6 yesterday. I came back for a little bit in the middle of the day yesterday, but it's like effectively I was there all day. And so Melissa had to lift, and so she was there. She was gone for 4 hours total, like half hour to get there, an hour to warm up, whatever, and then drove home. In that time, Kita still has like stomach issues, so she scratched the crown molding next to our door, and so there's little chips, like looks like a dog was like scratching and chewing on it next to the door. And Melissa took her out right away, ran home, got the leash, went right outside. And she said it was like a little bit, like a tiny little poop. Like there was nothing much at all because she doesn't trust her gut at all. And so, so she couldn't go anywhere yesterday. She stayed home all day, but we didn't feed Kita for like 36 hours. And I think that helped. Like she took her first solid poop today in like, 10 days. He's staging a loud protest in his cage. Oh, man. Is he in his cage most of the day? Or is he like 50-50? Or is he just like sometimes in his cage? That rascal Dust. Oh, okay. When he has so much energy, I feel like it's like you almost need him to stay put. It's like, don't fucking move, bro. What if they risk losing materially, socially, or otherwise to act against their flaw? What else do they risk losing? Except he's an average person. He'll never prove to his father or to his to the woman he loves, I guess. The woman he loves, that he's worthy of acceptance into their high society. I mean, and then on a very real level, once he's among the natives in Peru, acting against his flaw will mean an acceptance that the natives are humans and like him, not below him on the social hierarchy. And his actions become evil and cruel, not an enforcement of God's will. Interesting. Dude, I've been humming the fucking Zelda theme song for like 3 days now. I don't even know why. I never even played Zelda. How does their flaw make them safe on the subconscious level? What do they ultimately dread? I'll go whistle it with Kita, and then I'll like just say all day. Right. The ultimate dilemma having to act against their flaw. How does their flaw make them safe? If I don't believe this, if I don't believe this, then that will happen. If I don't believe I'm a great man in the wrong social class, my dad's love is out of reach. My true love is out of reach. The future I've imagined for myself is out of reach. You never played any of Zelda? No. I've tried the OG. I tried the N64. Especially N64 after Super Smash Brothers came out, because I liked playing as Zelda on Hyrule Castle, and so I was like, "Oh shit, let me try this out." But no, like it just never, like I'm always just like, "Oh, okay, this is a lot." And I tried, which one did I try? Ocarina of Time, maybe? Oh, let me see. No, was there one on GameCube? Maybe not. There was one, maybe it wasn't on GameCube then. There was one game I tried. But I just, dude, I ran around for a little bit. I was like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? And then I was like, all right, I can't deal with this shit. There's too much to do. I'm like, oh, I get overwhelmed. And so that's when I was like, wasn't happening. That's why I like Destiny. You can kind of choose to do the thing, and then you go do the thing from like a menu almost. But if I had to like run around to different areas, I would be like, fuck this. I ain't dealing with this shit. The Wind Wall. You know who's played all of them? My brother Adam played all of them. Like he loves them. Nachito was talking to me about buying Breath of the Wild. I think it's Breath of the Wild. The newest one for the Switch. And then I was like, I bought Lego Star Wars instead, and I haven't even played it yet. Cause I bought it for the Peru trip, and then, well, we all know what happened with that. How does their flaw make them safe? Their safety is a product. Is the product of a deep belief that the future will pan out in their favor, and all those who doubted him / didn't believe him, didn't believe him will be proven wrong. What? It's proven misspelled. The fuck? Proven. Are you fucking shitting me, Scribner? How do you not have proven in your vocabulary? Twilight Princess was the one for GameCube. Then maybe it was that one. Because I remember there was like, it wasn't N64 graphics. Was there one for the Wii? What was the one for the Wii? Hold on. Yeah, no worries, Nachito. Do your thing. Yeah, knowing you I don't see an open world being something you would enjoy. Dude, there's too much. Like Assassin's Creed, I tried playing because the subject matter, the game, like it's such a cool like to me, like that's like whoa. Because in Assassin's Creed, like they go into the blood and they can like put you back in like your blood's memories and this like, and then you go back to these awesome times of like different periods of history, and you're fucking fighting and killing and slashing and sneaking, and it looks really, it's like a game I would really enjoy in theory. But then I go to play it and I'm like, how do people like know what to do? And plus it doesn't help that I don't like fighting games for Assassin's Creed. Well, I guess same for Zelda. Like I don't like the slash, like I like shooting. It's like I don't like the up closeness. Access your ancestry through your DNA. Yeah, it's so fucking cool, man. That's like right up my wheelhouse. All Zelda games in order. Let's see if I can find which ones I played. I had OG, like OG Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, the first one, 1986. I had that. Didn't have Link's Awakening. Ocarina of Time, I think I had. Couldn't play it. Majora's Mask, I think I had also too. The Wind Waker, didn't have that. No, I didn't play Arkham. My brother played Arkham. He likes the Arkham games. He liked God of War. He's really looking forward to God of War, or he's playing God of. I don't know. When's the new one come out? Was it Ragnarok? Yeah, he's really looking forward to Ragnarok because Adam really loves like all the Viking stuff too. Like he loves Vikings or no, the Last Kingdom or whatever. Like he loves that whole all those TV shows. Damn, dude, could you imagine coming up with like IP like Zelda with all these games? Maybe it was Ocarina of Time, the remake. Might have been that. I don't know. Either way, couldn't really get into it. I never played Arkham either. I think it's all like FIFA. If you look in my back catalog, it's like Halo, FIFA, um, Madden, COD, Gears of War. Yeah, even looking at it now, it's like Gears 2, COD 4, FIFA, Madden, Assassin's Creed, Madden, Gears of War, Halo, Madden, FIFA, Gears, COD, Halo, COD, NHL, Halo, COD, FIFA, Halo, FIFA, Gears, COD, FIFA, COD, Gears, FIFA, COD. It's all like, yeah. I didn't realize I played that much COD. Holy shit, I'm such a nerd. Their safety is the product of a deep belief that the future will pan out in their favor, and all those who doubt it will be proven wrong. They dread that they will. Gonzalo dreads that he will turn out average. Just another soul in the Spanish countryside, paying taxes to the crown. Pure bro gamer, 100%. 100%. Dude, I'm like low key. It's funny because I'm like such a like I'm like a pretty gym bro and like gamer bro. And it's just like that I also happen to write books. A book bro. Book bros read nothing but the paper. Yeah, true. So I'm not a book bro then, I guess. But 100% gamer bro. I'll take gym bro. I don't mind that. It's like yeah, bro. I just spent I was in the gym for 8 hours on Saturday and Sunday this weekend, coaching my athletes to lift the most weight. It's like yeah, that tracks. That's me. That literally just happened. Pat came by. Pat came by and watched Melissa lift on Saturday, and he came and watched Jason lift on Sunday. Insufferable health. Huh? Would you say? Oh, that's what they read. I was like, I thought you were saying that I was like a self-help bro. I was like, dude, I'm really not. I was like, I mean, I've read a lot of books, but like, I don't. I see what you mean now, though. I'm just saying. I was like, yeah. Nah, he's not. Like cause I was like, dude, you should come by. Come to the gym I go to. Cause it's like super chill on the weekends. It's like we just dick around and hang out. But he was like, nah, I ain't doing that. I was like, all right, whatever. I mean, invites there. But Dana was there. Dana, Steven Liu, Jason's older brother, and Bree were all there. So like, they're all people from CFSS that he knows. So I think he was just showing up, saying hi, showing support, and then he dipped as soon as Jason lifted, he left. But dude, one of our guys, he snatched 305, and then he clean and jerked. God, 177. What's 177 in kilos? 177 times 2.2. 390? God damn. I didn't even realize it was that heavy. He clean and jerked 390. That shit was crazy. The whole place was going wild. Yeah, I mean, they've been around. They've been around. All right, so these are all the story events that can occur. So what we can do is, oh no! Almost lost my bookmark. 390 pounds. He clean and jerked 390 pounds. Let me see if I can find it. If I have a video, I'll show you real quick. That shit was wild. Oh yeah, here it is. Here. All right. What's his weight? He weighs 220 ish, I think. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. All right. And he power jerked that shit. That's 390 pounds. Isn't that ridiculous? And everyone's just going fucking nuts. It's so fucking heavy. I know. So we lift with him. I lift with him on the weekends. So this is a story event. This could kind of add in why he so pretty much what happened was Gonzalo the Spanish conquistadors and the Incan emperor had a tentative truce. They were living together. The Incan emperor Manco Inca was living with the Pizarro brothers in Cusco, and he was, taking care of the state, taking still the figurehead, still made, and so the natives still had the taxes coming in until Gonzalo took the queen from Manco Inca. And so I don't want to. I'm not sure if I want to make it that he's just like this cold-blooded, disgusting person, or just make it so that way there's a reason why he took her. Now, even if there's a reason, it doesn't matter, right? There's no reason why you should, why you take a woman. But narratively speaking, it might make the story this kind of like, I don't know. I have to decide how I want to do this because there's a couple things like it's just like, do I necessarily want him to be this pig throughout the whole book, or is it kind of like we see the, I don't know, see the humanity of it? It's just it's tough. I don't know how I want to do this. To be honest, I'll probably just make it like disgusting, make him a pig. But again, like it's just something I don't know if I want to. I have to consider about how it's going to play and how narratively it's going to drive. Because if you, yeah, if he's just going to be this brutal dude if he's just this brutal guy from start to finish, no one wants to read. Like that's not a really good story, if that makes sense. Like I almost need to make a story out of it, and like, we all know that there's no good reason why you do XYZ, but he feels justified, and that's the kicker, right? It's like trying to make him feel justified. But then I don't want anyone to be like, "Oh, you're an apologist." I mean, in no way am I an apologist. I don't know. This is why we outline. This is why we decide, think about things. I'll let it. Because if I had to say, say I've written the book, I'm already like, shit, this is probably gonna happen in the maybe like halfway through. If I'm already halfway through and I haven't decided and thought about this shit, man, I'd be up shit's creek. Exactly. It's like we see that he's disgusting pig, but we need to understand why. It's almost like when I did the Diego de Landa story, like we know he's an ass. We know he destroyed the Mayan books for no reason because he was hurt. But like I also did go into why he felt that way. Um, it doesn't excuse it at all. It makes it like it just gives a narrative to why to what happened. Anyways, oops. I do not understand these key bindings. I swear. Dude, this new MacBook with the M2 is fast as fuck, boy. The thing is just flying around all the time. See, but here's another one. Gonzalo is given control of Cusco, and he needs to assert his power, so there's no question about who's in charge. I mean, that's also a one that would justify, or like not justify, but explain his actions. Especially for the thanks, dude. I mean, but then that. I mean, that fits though too, because if he's trying to be like this brutal like ruler, and he needs to make his brother proud almost by showing control and asserting his authority. Like I don't hate that. I just feel like if we find out that he loved a woman and that she's married and pregnant, so he's heartbroken, it might earn him some sympathy that he doesn't deserve. But neither here nor there. Let's see. Let's see. Our automobile configure from the past. Diego Del Magro returns from his trip into Chile. An accusation. I think there is an accusation. Owner's task, a discovery. Oh, the Incan nobility, Incan emperor close by and agrees to a meeting in Cajamarca. A rescue. A rescue. Is there a rescue? Personal and status, career, relationship. A reckoning. Final battle. Gonzalo's troops take the. What's it called? Pardons. And desert him. An injustice. Gonzalo. Oh, Francisco Pizarro murdered. Almagro Jr. Manco Inca escapes from Pizarro custody. Manco. A misunderstanding by a powerful figure. Misunderstanding. What could the misunderstanding be? Not sure about that. Investigation. An opportunity. About the land of cinnamon. El Dorado. Organizes expedition. Viceroy's betrayal. Spanish Viceroy enacts new laws protecting the rights of the natives. Protecting the rights and well-being. Accusation, an onerous task. Discovery. What else is there? Okay. What about like discovery? Smallpox is decimating local Incan population. Gonzalo encourages spread of the disease. But how? Let's look this up. How did Spanish conquistadors spread disease? Inca. Oh, sheep and pigs. Could be a good time to throw in like the smallpox blankets, but I think that's gonna almost. The smallpox blankets, using it in this story might take some of the steam away from North American natives. Rescue. Oops. And where's this one? Five-act plot. Is there another way? So we can see the reader sees the descent of a man from chasing social status too brutal. Dictator. This is me. The pragmatist theory of control is established. Unexpected change strikes. The ignition point draws them into a new psychological world. Chasing Gonzalo. Didn't realize that chasing status meant slaughtering Incan. The Incan forces accompanying Atahualpa. Nachito, what's up? So I go, this girl find her DM. She hasn't responded yet. I mean, we were talking beforehand, but like after I said that, she didn't respond. I want to jump off a bridge. Nach. Well, what did she say before you said that? Regular Shakespeare, buddy. No, I've actually never outlined like this before. So I think I'm still gonna do my normal outline, which is pretty extensive. But I just want to try this out just to get a almost like a more global sense of what's going on, and then I'll try and narrow down a little bit more. Just snap. Dude, I know that feeling. Hey, fucking men. And really, 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 at the end of the day, it's just a compliment. What was the last thing she said before you said that? I'm very curious. Like, was this completely out of the blue, or was it like were things going well? I want to jump off a bridge. Poor guy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What was the conversation beforehand? I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm a like also I know I don't have game. I feel like it's a good thing. I'm not single involuntarily. I don't throw myself at just anyone. It's corny, but I want to learn how to be a boyfriend with the right person. Oh, sure, sure, sure. I mean, if you already know you're like that, it's not really corny. It's just, I think that there's like a societal expectation to, or like a certain like kind of like societal propulsion to be a certain way. But dude, yeah, I'm a corny motherfucker. Hold on, but what was she saying before? Like, what did she say before? And then you whipped out, she's fine. But like straight up though, it's just a fact. Like it's like you saying like you're Mexican. Yeah, okay. If you didn't answer me after I said you're Mexican, I'd just be like, oh, okay. Maybe he's busy. I don't know. If I was to have a high body count, I would be repulsive. But if I don't have that much experience, I'm looked down upon. That's just being a dude. I got my hands in my dude, right? I'm like on the edge of my seat. Like, whoa, what the fuck? What happened? It's so juicy. Like, were you guys like okay? Yeah, because I'm just curious. Like, if you were like, she was like, hey, yeah, I was pruning my garden, and you're like, damn, girl, you're fine as hell. Like, that's like okay, that's kind of like damn, that's kind of like out there. But if you're like, talking and like XYZ, that seems reasonable. Like if she's saying some shit like, "Oh yeah, like no guys pay attention to me," and you were like, "Well, I don't know why. You're fine as hell." Then it's like, okay, well, that's not reason. That's reasonable. Is there another way? That's very sweet, Nacho. Thank you. I receive it. I've just been working at a school. I want to be a school psychologist or counselor. Is this? Hold on. Is this? Oh, she hasn't responded. So this was before. Dude, I would. I wonder if you like. I don't know. I feel like if you said even if you said something like hella ignorant, like damn, if I had a counselor as fine as you, I'd be walking around with a boner all day. Like that's even like it's not that serious. It's just like funny, if anything. I said life's so short. I believe in you, girl. Even on the days when it's hard to get up, people are counting you. But only Jake can. Well, you kept her name in there, fucking Nacho. you took out her name once and then you added it in, but it's just us. Luckily, no one cares. No one cares. Luckily, no one cares about my little corner of the internet. So you good. You're fine. You was smart. You was kind. You was fine. Get it? Oh, dude, that's that's not. Nah, she pops in my streams sometimes. Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying, but like, it's not like you were like, that's not creepy at all. That's just like, that's encouraging. That's fine. Didn't realize you're chasing sediment, slotting the Incan forces coming out to Hualpa. As I open the battalion to associate with Spanish conscience. Is there another way? Gonzalo has to try his brother's methods. He was the leader, successful. Yeah, dude. Dude, I guarantee she's just busy. But that's not, dude, like, even what you said, that's not. Smart is, you know what I mean? Like, you could harp on the smart and the kind also. Like, it's not, the fine does not stand out as much as you think it does. If anything, if anything, if anything, she might, if she's not confident in her own uh like her own looks in the first place, she might think you're just trying to gas her up. So if like I'm not telling you or not saying suggesting that you like make sure she really gets it, right? Like I'm just saying yeah, exactly. It's low key kind of slick. Exactly, exactly. But like if she's not confident, then she might think that it's just like you're just like blowing smoke up her ass. So, and that's how I would take it. Like, oh, she didn't respond because she thinks I'm kidding. It's like, nah. It's like you really are fucking good looking. Like, but I'm not gonna. There's no need to hammer the point home. But yeah, she's probably just busy. Maybe she's streaming or getting ready to stream or getting her shit done so she can stream. What in the hell? Someone just called me and left a voicemail. Finding coverage or wish not to be. Nope. Hey, if anything, I'm worried that she maybe think I'm commenting her because I like her. But why would you be worried about that? Guys like girls, and guys like pretty girls. Like, I've heard that from some of my friends that talk to me about people sliding into their DMs. Shooters shoot. That's all you need to remember. Shooters shoot. Like saying nice things only because I want something. Yeah, I could see that. But even in that case, I would say that you're the want something, you don't need to jump all the way to getting her naked, right? Like you want something, you want to get to know her. Like getting you want like if there's a pretty girl that says that they're interested in the same things I'm interested in, and I'm single, right? Then it's like it's not weird for me to be like, oh wow, I want to get to know you. I do want something. I want to know you. I think you're awesome. I think you're really cool, and I think you're interesting and fascinating, and I'd like to get to know you. Like then that's what I want. So it's not wanting something from them is not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, like I don't know if I like her like that yet. I'm just like that naturally. I talk like that to my friends. Yeah, exactly. So you can't help who you are. And dude, and no one. I'm not saying you have to like her like that, but it's just like, or like you have to even know. But like, okay, the way I think about it is like, just like you're really good about networking and like being eager and showing people that you're interested in working with them and working with a job and getting a job and getting their help. Same thing, man. It's just being eager and being friendly, networking. You don't know if a job is going to be a perfect fit, but you know it might, and so you want to know, and so you want to find out more information, and you're good at networking, so you talk, and then it might be and it might not be, and so it's just like okay, well, it didn't, and so that's what I don't know. That's how I think. That's how I think it, from my vantage point, knowing you. That's what it looks like to me. The old theory of control is tested by the theory of control is established. Yeah, exactly. The creeps did ruin the whole dynamic. I agree with that. Like the excessiveness of it. Is there another way? The protagonist's theory of control. What is his theory of control? So this is if we. This is me, and it's not working. Gonzalo didn't realize that chasing his ass and slaughtering the Incan forces accompanying Atahualpa. His eyes were open to the brutality and death associated with his Spanish conquest. Not gonna lie, ever since I was a kid, it was me trying to prove to everyone I'm not a possible abuser. With the whole Me Too and shit, but I think it had a bad effect on young men. Like, I was like, why do I keep trying to prove to everyone I'm a nice guy? And I started to notice, like, people would be preemptive of me even if they didn't know me because I was a man. Yeah, no, I feel that. I 100% feel that. But dude, you got nothing to prove to anybody. And at the end of the day, it's like you're just being yourself. And so it's like, okay, well, if people are gonna think whatever they want about you, dude. So it's like you can't control that shit. You know you're not, and so it's like, all right, fuck off if you don't believe it. Like, you got lots of friends, you got lots of other people that know you're not, so it's like they don't need to be fucking. Who gives a shit about them? Still, don't walk across any bridges for the next 48 hours, just in case, but. Gonzalo, this is me, and it's not working. This is me. Here to prove to the woman I love that I'm worthy of, that I'm a worthy suitor. Is there another way? I mean, that surprised me. Here's something in the world, right? There is, I've transformed. And then the quest or double down. I'm not against the whole Me Too movement, by the way. They do what they want, but it did have some negative repercussions in my life, even if the effects are unintentional. Of course. I'm not. It didn't come off. It didn't come off like you were against it. It's just like you said. It's just an unintentional side effect that someone like you, who is now worried about looking like an abuser, and even though that has never even crossed your mind. There is. I have transformed. By taking the queen and displaying control over the native Gonzalo has become governor / mayor of Quito. Picked a fight with an opponent he couldn't beat. Definitely became more self-aware after Me Too, but it's reflected and moved forward. It does make things more difficult, but also help others. Still going to shoot my shot though, because I'm built different. Hey, fucking men, A fucking men. Shooters shoot. That's all you need to know. Shit, even Steph Curry misses shots, man. Also, this happened yesterday. Yeah, dude. I wish you missed for sure. All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? find God. It's funny. Oh, that's yours. That's a random person. Dude, I watched an interview with Kanye on TikTok. That man has so many feelings. It's like he's always about to cry. He's either gonna cry or laugh all the time. It's like, dude, he is exhausting. I don't know how anyone puts up with him for any length of time. Even paid, I don't know if I would. If I was his personal trainer, maybe. Give me an hour a couple times a week, and that's all I could handle. Right? He kind of does, though. It's the weirdest thing. The music. The music, man. Dude, did you even listen to Donda? I tried to listen to like some of his newest music. I just can't. It's like I'm like this shit sucks. I'm tired of giving him a pass because I'm tired of giving him a pass because of the past. I'm just like, nah, this shit's ass. I just think he's a nut job because of the way they edit his interviews. But if you listen to the whole conversation, he makes sense and it's very deep. No, there was one where I watched with him and Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan Joe Rogan, it was like, yo, this man is literally just gonna like, because you know Joe Rogan can fight. So, and so like literally listening, like Kanye's just spewing this shit, and Joe Rogan's like, "Yo, do you hear yourself, bro?" And like Joe Rogan has no fear of Kanye, and he don't give a shit. Joe Rogan's hella famous, hella rich, and he can fight. So like, just like fuck off, man. It's like I thought that shit was so funny because he it was just so incredulous. Like he was not putting up with it. I listened to the whole conversation with Sway. No, I did not. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Let me go to the bathroom, take care of this rascal Kita, and then I'm gonna come back and hop on Destiny. So give me a few minutes.